Hi, Coach Lynn, and you made it. You're in week 2, and that means you made it through week 1. Way to go, and I hope you enjoyed those 1-minute brisk intervals. This week, we have a ladder for you. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 minutes with a recovery in between. Now, if you've come through my Learn to Run program and then Run Social, coming from Run Social, you'll notice that there's a familiarity here in the workouts. The difference now is that you are an avid runner, and in that familiarity comes confidence. Running and workouts are always repetitive and cyclical. And when you return to a familiar workout and repeat it in this way, you do it with a newfound confidence, an understanding of what you can handle, and also where you want to go with it. That ability to push yourself a little bit more towards that efficiency level and perhaps running faster. Okay, so relish in that. So in this ladder, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, you start with that 1 minute, which is now familiar. Now you go to 2, a little bit longer concentration, and 3, quite long in concentration. Make sure you're well within yourself, all right? Because by the end of, you don't want to start so fast in that 3-minute interval that by the end of the 3, you're huffing and puffing and you feel like you've got to stop completely. That means you've done it. You've gone too quickly for yourself. You should always feel like you could do more, okay? So, to that end, I am going to give you some pacing guideline here. So 2-minute and 3-minute intervals, keeping things very simple, ideally are done at what would be your perceived 5K pace, okay? Some of you already know what your 5K pace is if you've done an event or a benchmark tester. So you can keep tabs on recalling what that rhythm was like. Now, you completed 5K at that pace and rhythm. In this case, you're only doing either 2 or 3-minute intervals at that pace and rhythm. Therefore, it's not a terrible struggle. It's just simply a controlled, fast 5K effort with recovery in between. So that should help you. Those of you with GPS watches and watches that keep track of your pace constantly, have a look. If you can't throw that watch out, all right, then just notice that, let's say, for example, you run a 30-minute 5K. That's obviously 6 minutes per kilometer is your pace. So doing a 2-minute or a 3-minute interval at that pace, you can just imagine it's not crazy fast, and you can keep track of what that pace per kilometer is on your watch if you are inclined. I'd rather it come from within, and you can then be surprised with how easily it comes. So again, always feel, this is your tip reminder this week, in training you should always feel like you could do more, all right? And once again, those magic words, no strain. Enjoy the ladder up and the ladder back down. Think progressive, because so what happens is you're a little slower on the way up as you go 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes will be a little slower than that 1 minute was. But coming down, 2 minutes gets a little quicker and 1 minute gets a little quicker. All right, so enjoy that. Stay with a proper warm-up, all right? Again, you've looked at that dynamic warm-up that is just really simple, but make sure now that you add some marching, add some skipping, some side to sides, okay? And just make sure that your body feels really warmed up before you start those brisk intervals, okay? I do want you to understand the program, so at the risk of being long-winded, I am your coach, your virtual coach, so if you were with me in person, I'd be sharing this with you as well. A good running program, exercise program in general, always follows a pattern of careful, comfortable progression, okay, with proper recoveries. So I find that in general what works is a pattern of building for 3 weeks, meaning the quality and volume in your weeks grows for 3 weeks, and then in that 4th week, you have a rest and recovery week where volume and quality are just relaxed a little bit to make sure that you stay healthy, okay? And then within the week, so that would be a macro cycle, within the week, and this is a simple program, but even within the week, you'll now notice day 1 is always the tough day of the week with the quality intervals and some volume. Day 2 in the week is always an easy week. It's a recovery from that interval session. Please take it. Don't add volume unnecessarily because then you won't recover properly. All right. And in day 3, that's your longer session. So you'll have some volume, and I want you to feel good with that volume when you run as well. All right. Much more to follow. Have a great week.